Some cost more than a Ferrari, others more than a house. Today, we're revealing the 10 most expensive wedding dresses ever worn by celebrities, and the number one costs over $2 million. Welcome to Gisela Style. Today, we're stepping into a world of extreme luxury, where Hollywood stars, Latin divas, and royalty turn a wedding dress into a statement of power, fame, and excess. Stay until the end, because one of these dresses divides opinions like no other. Number 10. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor's wedding dress from her 1950 marriage to Conrad Nicky Hilton Jr. is pure Hollywood legend. The gown was designed by Helen Rose, MGM's most famous costume designer. And yes, this dress was pure glamour. 25 meters of ivory satin, a perfectly fitted corset, and a fairy tale veil that looked straight out of a movie set. At the time, the dress cost just $1,500, luxury for that era. But the real price? That came years later. When the dress was auctioned, it sold for over $187,000. And why? Not just because of the fabric, not even because of the designer, but because of the story. What was supposed to be a dream wedding turned into pure Hollywood drama. The marriage lasted only 8 months. Today, this dress is a symbol of old Hollywood glamour, but also a reminder that sometimes it's not the stitches that matter, it's the story behind them. So tell me, was this an epic investment, or just vintage drama at its finest? Let me know in the comments. Number 9. Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie's wedding dress, valued at $200,000, is one of the most memorable and iconic bridal looks of recent years. The dress was designed by Luigi Massi for the Atelier Versace, and this gown was not only beautiful, it was deeply personal. What truly made it stand out was not just the price, it was the veil. The veil was embroidered by hand with drawings made by Angelina's own children. Yes, her children. Each child contributed small sketches and doodles, which the designer carefully incorporated into the fabric. The dress itself was made of ivory silk satin, with a classic silhouette that highlighted Angelina's figure with timeless elegance. But it was that extraordinary veil that turned the dress into a true work of art. The wedding of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie took place at the Chateau Miraval in France, an intimate celebration, full of personal details. Without a doubt, this dress didn't just reflect Angelina's style, it reflected her love for her family. So tell me, what do you think? Would you dare to wear something like this on your wedding day? Leave your opinion in the comments. Number 8. Melania Trump. Melania Trump's wedding dress was not just a dress, it was a full luxury statement. She wore it in 2005 for her wedding to Donald Trump, and calling it expensive almost feels like an understatement. The gown was designed by John Galliano for Dior, and the price tag? $200,000. Yes, $200,000. You could buy a house with that money. But Melania decided to wear the house instead. The dress weighed nearly 30 kilos, covered in crystals, layered with heavy satin, and finished with a dramatic train almost 5 meters long. Honestly, she looked more ready for a coronation than for a walk down the aisle. And here's the detail that says everything. During the wedding dinner, she had to change into a second dress just so she could sit down. I can't even imagine the logistics behind that. And as if that wasn't iconic enough, she posed in the gown on the cover of Vogue before the wedding, almost like saying, "The dress is the real star here." So tell me, is carrying 30 kilos worth it for love, or would you choose something much simpler? I'm reading you in the comments. Number 7. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle stunned the world with her royal wedding to Prince Harry in 2018. Her wedding dress, designed by Claire Waite Keller for Givenchy, came with a price tag of $265,000. Yes, more expensive than a luxury car. But hey, If you're marrying a prince, why not go big? The design was minimalist, elegant, with a clean boat neckline that highlighted her shoulders and a flawless, structured silhouette. Simple at first glance, but here's where it gets interesting. The train measured 5 meters long. 5, which meant she needed a bridesmaid constantly ready to help her move. Just imagine trying to walk from one place to another. It was basically a royal mission impossible. And if you think $265,000 is a lot, wait until you hear about the veil. The veil was embroidered with delicate floral designs, each flower representing countries of the Commonwealth. A true work of art. So yes, the dress may have looked simple, but the price tag definitely wasn't. Now tell me, was it too sober for a royal wedding, or pure perfection in fabric form? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Number 6. Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara, the queen of curves, comedy, and pure glamour, left everyone speechless with her fairy tale wedding to Joe Manganiello in 2015. And, of course, her wedding dress had to match the moment. The gown was designed by Zuhair Murad and was valued at $500,000. Yes, $500,000. Basically, the kind of dress you wear when a castle is the minimum requirement. This gown was a show all on its own, covered in pearls, crystals, hand-embroidered details that sparkled so much it looked like the sun itself was invited to the wedding. The dress was fitted to perfection, highlighting Sofia's iconic curves. And here's the smart part. It featured a removable skirt, giving her 2 looks in one, because honestly, if you're spending $500,000, it better come with at least 2 outfits, right? The wedding, held in Florida, looked straight out of a fairy tale. And the dress? It was the undeniable star of the night. And between us, did anyone expect anything less from Sofia? She never disappoints. So tell me, was this pure bridal perfection or luxury taken to the extreme? I'm reading you in the comments. Number 5. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian, always setting trends and leaving her mark, married Kanye West in 2014 in a dream wedding held in Florence, Italy. And of course, her wedding dress did not go unnoticed. It was a custom-made Givenchy design created by Riccardo Tisci and valued at around $500,000. Yes, $500,000. A true investment in glamour. The dress was a work of art. Long sleeves perfectly fitted to the body and crafted from ultra-delicate lace that balanced sensuality with elegance. The train was so long it probably needed its own passport to travel to Italy. But what truly stood out was the sheer veil, adding an ethereal, almost magical touch to the look. Kim looked like she stepped straight out of a modern fairy tale. The wedding itself was just as extravagant as the dress. A castle backdrop, massive walls of flowers, and a production worthy of a movie. Still, this dress divided opinions online. Some people loved it. Others said it was too modest for Kim. As always, opinions were split. So tell me, would you wear a dress like this, or would you choose something much simpler? I'd love to read your thoughts in the comments. Number 4. Salma Hayek. Our beloved Mexican star and Hollywood queen, Salma Hayek, married billionaire François-Henri Pinault in 2009. And yes, the wedding was straight out of a fairy tale. But let's talk about the real star of the night, her wedding dress, valued at $500,000, $500,000. The gown was designed by Nicolas Ghesquière for Balenciaga, and it was the perfect mix of elegance and modernity. A classic silhouette with that unmistakable Balenciaga edge. The dress was crafted from flawless silk, with details that whispered luxury in every single stitch. And the train, long, majestic, like a moving piece of art, absolutely perfect for the breathtaking ceremony held in Venice. And Salma? She looked like a goddess. But here's a detail many people forget. This wedding had 2 ceremonies. One intimate celebration in Paris, and a full fairy tale wedding in Italy. Because when you're Salma Hayek, one wedding is simply not enough for all that love and all that style. Now tell me, do you think $500,000 is well spent on a wedding dress if you can afford it? I'm reading you in the comments. Number 3. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly, Hollywood royalty who literally became real royalty. Her wedding dress left the world speechless. Adjusted to today's value, the dress was worth almost $600,000. And trust me, every cent was worth it. The gown was designed by Helen Rose, one of MGM's most celebrated costume designers, and it was a gift from the studio for her 1956 wedding to Prince Rainier III. The dress was crafted from silk and taffeta and featured over 100 years of antique lace. Pure classic elegance. It even had a train nearly 3 meters long, a detail that practically screamed royal status. But here's the fascinating part. This dress became so iconic that it continues to inspire brides around the world to this day, including famous ones. Many believe that Kate Middleton's wedding dress was a direct tribute to Grace Kelly's timeless look. So tell me, isn't it incredible how something so classic can still set trends nearly 70 years later? I'd love to know what you think. Leave your opinion in the comments. Number 2. Jennifer Lopez. A $1 million wedding dress? Honestly, what else would you expect from a diva like J.Lo? This dream gown, designed by Ralph Lauren, was pure fantasy and glamour when Jennifer Lopez married Ben Affleck in 2022. The dress featured a dramatic high neckline and an enormous skirt that looked straight out of a fairy tale. But what truly made it extraordinary was the breathtaking amount of hand-embroidered pearls and crystals. We're talking about over 1,000 hours of artisanal work. Just imagine that level of detail. And if that wasn't enough, J.Lo didn't stop at just one dress. She wore 3 different wedding looks during the celebration. Because when you're Jennifer Lopez, you don't follow the rules, you make them. So tell me, is this everything you'd expect from the queen of the spotlight? Would you put this dress on your favorites list? Let me know in the comments. Number 1. Priyanka Chopra. And now, let's talk about Priyanka Chopra and her $2 million wedding dress. Yes, $2 million. What do you expect from a wedding that blends Bollywood royalty and Hollywood glamour? Exactly, a fairy tale. The gown, designed by Ralph Lauren, was luxury taken to the extreme. Grab a coffee, because this is impressive. The masterpiece was covered with over 2 million pearlescent sequins. Yes, millions. Add to that custom lace, pearls, and Swarovski crystals, all meticulously handcrafted. But the real showstopper? The veil, 75 feet long. Imagine the guests helping to carry it, a spectacle in itself. The wedding was historic, combining Western elegance with traditional Indian ceremonies, making it clear that Priyanka spared absolutely no expense for her big day. And honestly, could there be a more iconic number 1? So tell me in the comments below, do you think it's worth spending that much on a dream wedding dress? And with that, we've reached the end of our journey through these legendary bridal gowns. Which one was your favorite? And which one felt like a total exaggeration? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear everything. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to support my channel, don't forget to use the thanks button right below. I'll see you in the next video with more fashion, more glamour, and of course, a little fun. See you next time.